Welcome back everyone. On deck today for review, as you probably guessed from that intro, is the AIM Surplus Black Nitride Bolt Carrier Group. So without more gabbing from me, let's get into some of the details. Among the reason people like these nitrided bolt carrier groups is that they are a little bit easier to clean. So in terms of ease of cleaning, if you will, they're somewhere between the phosphate bolt carrier groups and the nickel boron bolt carrier groups. They're not quite as easy in terms of being able to wipe off like that nickel boron, but they are a little bit easier than just your standard Parkerized. Now that we've got it all cleaned up, I guess we should go into, first off, what is nitriding? Nitriding is a name for ferritic nitro-carburizing, nitriding, tenifer, melonite. You've probably heard these terms before. They're all interchangeable for a process, which is essentially a surface hardening treatment. So if you look at this, a lot of people will think it's a like a metal coating, if you will, like similar to nickel boron, but it's not. It's actually a surface treatment that makes it extremely hard, durable, corrosion resistant, adds a little bit of lubricity to it over what you'd have with your base steel metal, and just cosmetic appeal as well. As you can see, it has a nice black finish on there, very slick looking, sleek looking. It does look kind of nice. Increased wear resistance and corrosion resistance definitely are the two biggest properties, though, of melonite that kind of sell it for most people. I mean, the surface hardening that you're going to get here in your bolt carrier group is going to cause it to last very likely a lot longer than it would otherwise. If you take a look at this one here, usually you have a lot of wear points up along the edges here, and on this bolt carrier group we had about 700 rounds through it at this point, and it basically looks brand new once you clean it off. I mean, up here you see a little bit of surface wear, but that's it, and that's due to that surface hardening treatment. Those of you that are longtime subscribers to the channel know that I've often said there's two main parts of an AR that are very important, and those are the bolt carrier group and the barrel. They're sort of the heart and soul of it, and if there's two parts you want to pay attention to, those are them. So let's get into some of the details here on this one. We'll tackle the bolt first. It is made of 9310 steel. That steel is MPI treated, hardened, and then it has a black nitride treatment, I should say, on the inside and the outside. So take a look there on the inside, you'll see that it is nitrided both inside and out. The extractor is one piece of billet steel, and you'll note on there it does have the O-ring and the black insert, which are considered upgrades on a lot of bolt carrier groups, and those are there to ensure strong extraction each time. The carrier is made of 8620 mil-spec tool steel, and it does have the radius design or the angle cut on there, and what that's there for is so when your carrier is moving back and forth in your upper receiver, it's going to allow for a little bit of extra room in there for carbon, dirt, water, whatever the case may be, to get in there, and it'll still operate efficiently when moving in your upper receiver. You'll note that it is also a full auto profile carrier. And moving up to the gas key, it is made of one-piece billet machine 4140 steel. It does have grade 8 fasteners, and you'll note it does have good staking as well. So those are all the details, those are all the specs in the bolt carrier group, but how does it perform? I guess that's really what's more important. So far, flawlessly. I've been running it in 2 different uppers, as you've seen throughout the review here today, and I've had 0 issues, 0 malfunctions whatsoever with that setup. I've tested it in both those barrels, in upper groups I guess you could say, and headspace was good in both. And as you saw with the close-up shots there, the wear on it is really nil. The cleanup is easy. All in all, I'm a melonite fan, nitride fan, tenifer fan, whatever you want to call it, nitro-carburizing. I'm a fan of it. I've talked about it before in barrel reviews here on the channel and other places. I think it's kind of the future of a lot of firearms parts. I think a lot of barrel manufacturers are going to keep going to it. I think a lot of bolt carrier group manufacturers are going to keep going to it, kind of like handgun manufacturers did in the late 90s and onto today with Glock, Springfield, Smith & Wesson, etc. all adopting it due to the corrosion resistance and hardness properties that it has. It has a lot of upside to it, especially for the cost of it to the manufacturers. Speaking of cost, how much does this bolt carrier group cost? It comes to market on AIM's website right at $99. So really, it's an excellent value in there. I know the debate between 9310 and 158C in terms of bolt materials is going to continue on. We've talked about this before, but I have a couple of 9310 bolt carrier groups at this point, and I've seen no difference in terms of durability. And I know the guys out there on the internet, metallurgists and so on and so forth, are going to debate it, and it seems that they're going to be extremely close, with some folks giving the edge to 9310, some folks giving it to 158, generally due to its proven history. I'll leave that on to another video, but all in all, the bolt carrier group's been great. Nothing to complain about, especially not at that price point. If you guys have any questions about this bolt carrier group, anything else I talk about here on the channel, you can feel free to post below in the comment section. You can also post over at my Facebook page, but as always guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video.